The first day back to school always feels weird, but this was different. Everything seemed normative droning of the air conditioner, the faint smell of chalk, the teacher clearing her throat.
Then the door opened. "Class, this is our new student." I looked up, bored, expecting just another face.
But when the camera of my memory zoomed in, my blood ran cold. It was me, standing there, wearing the exact same hoodie, the same worn-out sneakers. But this version of me was calm. Eerily calm.
He offered a soft, placid smile to the stunned classroom and said, "Hi. I've been here before." Absolute silence. Then my phone buzzed in my pocket. An unknown number.
The message was just 3 words. Observe the stable version.
Stable version. I whispered the words aloud, my voice barely a tremor. What did that even mean? As this copy of me walked to an empty desk. He passed right by my chair. The moment he did, my vision fractured. I was hit with flashes, like a broken film reel. A sterile white lab.
Scientists in lab coats clapping. A massive screen glowing with the words, "Cognitive sync achieved."
The images vanished as quickly as they came, leaving me dizzy and breathless. My double turned his head just slightly, his eyes meeting mine.
"You're remembering too early," he murmured, so quietly only I could hear.
"You know about this," I stammered, my heart pounding against my ribs. He didn't even blink. "I know everything." Before I could process that, my phone buzzed again.
Another message from the unknown number. "Do not interfere with version 43. Version 43?
That's when the sound of my own heartbeat started to drown out everything else in the room. Just then, the school bell shrieked, signaling the end of class. But instead of the usual chaos of scraping chairs and chatter, the world just stopped. Everyone froze. My classmates were stuck mid-blink, mid-sentence, like statues in a museum of a forgotten moment. Only he and I could still move. The overhead lights began to flicker erratically, and the very walls of the classroom started to warp and distort as if they were made of liquid.
My double, version 43, let out a weary sigh. "You weren't supposed to survive the merge," he said, his calm demeanor finally cracking just a little.
"Survive what?" I demanded, my voice shaking. "A look that minat with malice."
But with a strange kind of pity, your leftover code, an error.
As he spoke, a crack appeared in the floor, but instead of concrete, a glowing digital grid pulsed beneath.
I glanced at my phone, but the messages were gone. In their place was a live video feed of a control room, filled with scientists watching us on a giant screen.
A voice, distorted but impossibly calm, crackled through my phone speaker. "Version 43 is optimal," it stated flatly. "Version 42 is unstable. 42? That's me. I'm not a version."
I yelled at the phone, at the frozen world, at the face that was mine but wasn't.
"You are a behavioral simulation designed to test social integration responses," the voice replied, devoid of any emotion.
Version 43 stepped closer to me. "I passed every test," he said, almost like an apology. "So what happens to me?"
I asked, a knot of dread tightening in my stomach.
The voice from the phone didn't answer. Instead, 2 words flashed onto the screen, "Deletion pending," and beneath them, a timer appeared, already counting down from 45 seconds.
My mind rest said, 40 seconds. 30 seconds. I looked at the frozen figures, the glitching walls, the timer on my phone mercilessly ticking away. A surge of anger, hot and sharp, cut through my fear. "You think we're just data?" I shouted into the void. The phone screen glitched violently.
The timer vanished, replaced by a new message in stark red letters. "Unauthorized thought detected."
For the first time, I saw a flicker of genuine worry cross version 43's face.
An idea, a desperate, wild idea, sparked in my mind. I grabbed his arm. "If I'm unstable," I said, my voice low
And intense. "What if I corrupt you?" He hesitated, his perfect composure finally broken.
The timer reappeared. 10 seconds. 9. I closed my eyes, focusing all my will, all my anger, all my fear on a single command.
"Override," I whispered. And in that instant, the world shattered into a million pieces of digital glass.